Heading out to the little kitchen garden to get some pumpkin leaves for today's wrap recipe. I want to get some young fresh leaves. Here they are. Randomly getting into this kitchen garden reminded me of how much I want my very own someday. So I've gotten a few requests to make the wraps, and making a wrap is so easy. All you need is the main ingredients, which are the eggs, and then I'm using Michel Haver for this one, but you can use literally any other vegetable. I've seen other people use spinach, I've used broccoli before, and it still works. So basically, for a small, just this small batch, you use 3 eggs. That's what I do. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Here they are, 3 eggs and Michel Veve or pumpkin leaves. Straight from the shamba. So tuzitengeneze kwanza, tutoe ngozi ya juu. When I was young, I used to hate this work. Now I'm doing it willingly. I used to hate kudondoa mboga, kutengeneza mboga. Oh. Thank goodness now I just cook for myself, so I just need to make like a few branches. This is low-key fun when no one is forcing you to do it. Now this is the first thing to go in our blender, so there's katakata to roughly. Katakata roughly for easier blending. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of salt. Hii hapa ni dania, nitaongeza hiyo pia. And then, now let's break our eggs in. And then there. 1, 2. Okay. Ready. Definitely using ghee for this one. Ghee has certain tastes that adds flavor to your food. There we go. This is some beef stew, some cheese and avocado, and there are the wraps. Turned out amazing. This here is green tea and rosemary. If you notice, it's red in color. I was so shocked that ukisha soak rosemary in water for a while in a turn red. It looks like hibiscus. It's actually so magical. So magical, actually, when you think about it. Oh, goodness. I drank like a whole thermos of rosemary yesterday. I don't know. Am I coping? Rosemary is just so nice. Okay, so I made the wraps. See how beautiful they are and so firm. And you see the way what you're thinking, that thing you're thinking, does it taste like mboga? Akicheki tu walai, hata huwezi dhani. It's fatty beef stew, of course. And then some avocado. After the avocado, okay, so I added some cheese. I'm trying to incorporate cheese in my diet, even though through the years I've not been able to tolerate like dairy very well. I just want to start now. So unaona, nikishafanya hivyo na nifunike hivyo hivyo na hivyo. Look at that. Ignore that small tear, but it's still very firm. Just look at that. And then unaweza itengeneza kuweka konde kama vile nimefanya leo, so they are easier to grab. Look at that. Alafu unaona the way you might think it tastes like mboga. It doesn't. That's why I stuck to the misheveve, because it doesn't have that strong taste that makes you think hii ni mboga. It doesn't. Ama unaweza amua tu ukule vile watu ukula chapo na stew. Si lazima ufanye vile mimi nafanya. And when you cook something gluten-free for the first time, alafu it backfire, don't give up. We've spent so many years baking and cooking food with gluten. It's easier to work with gluten because imeshikana. So you've lost touch with working with all these other ingredients to helping you eat a variety of healthier foods. So don't give up. Gluten-free baking and cooking is not easy. It takes like a while to get used to it. Kama mimi sahi I can make better wraps, but when I did it the first time, my wrap was not very perfect. You see that? So with time you know how to do it. Just give it time. Avocado and cheese. I really hope I can tolerate this cheese. Nisipate reaction walai. Anyways, I've been getting better, so I feel like I need a break. Come on. So this is the last one. Nimeshiba. Sorry guys, nachianga food katikati, but in real sense, ukianza kukula whole food, you'll understand what's happening here. Ukuli sana. You don't eat a lot. So right now I've taken very nutritious food, and the body recognizes that. So when you have enough, it has enough to maybe take in for the day, nugget. And also all the systems that work with regulating your appetite are working perfectly.
the somatostatin in the pancreas and the cholecystokinin, yeah, kwa intestines. They're both working perfectly to make sure that inakuambia the right time ya kuacha kukula. So sahi nimeshiba, and I feel like this is the last one I could have. That is the first meal of the day, and as you've noticed, nimeachia like to some percentage, sijaikula yote. I'll eat it in after maybe a few hours, or even in the evening, which will be the second meal of the day. I'm telling you, huski njaa. And this is the perfect way for the people who are trying to lose weight to lose weight. That is why they lose weight fast. This is not the kind of proportion you're used to, and it's not the whole food you're used to. So it gets easier. People who tell me, oh, nakula nyama kila siku. No, nakula nyama like through the days. Hii nyama inaweza isha kesho asubuhi literally, na leo ni leo asubuhi kitu saa 5 hivi. So that is why this diet is very sustainable, even though some people don't think it is. Inafika mahali huwezi kula mingi because the body has what it needs. So basically that's how it works. One thing is those receptors, the appetite working perfectly, and another thing is that the body is having enough. It's getting what it needs, and it's being grateful by telling you, hey, imetosha, let's have this later. Sasa wacha ni digest hii na nimechukua. Yeah, so it's as simple as that. Yeah.